Hey guys, so I'm here today. I'm so excited to be announcing that I'm going to Italy. Again, I have so much to explain, so let's get into it. So I am traveling to Italy and I'm super excited. I'll be staying for 6 weeks. So I'm going October 2nd until November 11th of this year. So like in a month. I'm honestly so surprised that I kept it a secret for this long on my social medias because you guys know me. I do love talking. I do love sharing all of my information as soon as it has arrived, as soon as it's happened in my life. So I'm so surprised I have kept this a secret for so long. I have so much to go over of like logistics, how I'm even affording this, and just my plans are in general. And I'm just super excited because I've always been like infatuated with Italy for some reason, like Europe in general, but like as time has gone by, it used to be France, but it's just been Italy. And I did travel to Italy back in 2020 before COVID, study abroad. My trip was cut short, so I was supposed to stay there for 3 months. So I was supposed to go at the end of January all the way until I think May or April. And I got there, I did my study abroad, and then it did get cut short because of COVID, and we were all sent home slash, asked to come home from our school and everything like that. I'm really grateful of how long I was able to stay there because I was there longer than the average person. I was there back then for a month and 2 weeks, so basically the same amount of time that I'm going now. And my program, like I said, was supposed to last about 3 months, so technically I'm just making up for it right now. My biggest thing of why I want to go back over there in general, because I do love it obviously, but I don't want to just go travel there. I'm really big with, especially with different countries, that I want to go and actually experience the culture, experience what it's like to live there versus just vacation there. I'm all for going to the tourist areas, but I also want to find, the hidden gems, local restaurants, local places, and just feel like what it's like to actually live there. And that's my biggest thing about traveling, like I said, especially to different countries. When I went there about 3 years ago, it was just amazing because I was doing study abroad. We were living in apartments with some roommates, things like that. So I had to go grocery shopping. I had to cook for myself. I had to get some medicine at the pharmacy to help myself because I got sick, and just so many things like that. And it was just amazing experiences. There's so many cafes I visited that you don't even find online, things like that, and I thought that was super cool. Obviously, Italian is the native language, so there's some like restaurant shops that people don't even speak English at all, and I think that's so cool. And in general, with vacationing, it stresses me out because I'm like, I gotta get XYZ done on this time, and I like when I can go over there and actually like travel there versus vacationing. I'm gonna use those terms because then I'm not in a rush and I can actually experience things and go back to things I like and just things like that. And I feel like just have more of breathing room to explore this super cool place. So like I said, I'm going October 2nd until November 11th, 2024. Wait, we're in 2023. So I'm going in 2023. So in the next month, October 2nd to November 11th. Every time when I travel, I'm like, okay, where do I want to go and how can I get there the cheapest possible without making it be like sketchy, trying to find someone on Craigslist to go over there and live with. So for example, when I did study abroad, I was like, this is the cheapest way that I can get over there. It was kind of expensive, but they had housing. They had people to know what to do when you got there. They had people to help you in general, and that helped a lot and was worth the money. They had like, companies helping you, all of that stuff. You really just had to pay for your ticket and get there, and then they had everything else planned out. And then I was also going to like a group of people because I was going to school, so I wasn't all alone. So now this time I feel like I'm more equipped to go alone and, not know as many people because I've been over there before. So with that in mind, I was like, how can I get back to Italy? Because I want to so bad. And I found this cool work exchange program where you basically work at, X, Y, and Z to live there for free. There's a lot of different programs on there, and I can make a separate video explaining this specifically, but it's called World Packers. They're a company and I trust them. I've seen a lot of reviews from them, everything like that, and there's a lot of different programs on there. For example, you could do like one where you work at a hostel and work at the desk, things like that, and then live at the hostel for free. There's also places where you can like work outside, live in a tent. I'm not a tent girly. We all know this. So I was like, that's definitely not my option. And then there's also ones that's like you can nanny for people, you can do that and like live in a private room at their house and stuff like that. And I was like, that's kind of what I'm more interested in. Also, what's super cool about over there is they don't believe in 40-hour work weeks, so I really don't have to work 40 hours. For my specific person, I just have to work like 25. I'm like, wow, that's not much. And I think the highest you'd have to work with some of the different places you stay, it was about 32 hours, and like that's not even that much compared to, like I said, America, with the average work week being 40 hours. I wanted to find a place to stay for free essentially because That's the most expensive what you usually pay for when you go on vacations, especially in the United States. When you go across seas, it may be a little bit different, but just in general, it's like you're spending this much just to go sleep here. And I'm excited. It's a private room, all of that stuff. When I was looking at World Packers, there's a lot of different options. You have to apply for them, and you also have to pay like a fee to be on World Packers and apply for jobs so they know you're serious. Jobs, as I say, and things like that. So there's a lot of like workarounds too you have to do. It's not just like some random website where you just sign up and you start applying. There's some steps you have to take to be able to do all of that stuff, you know, so they can vet out people who truly want to go and people who truly want to help people get there and, you know, exchange work so they can live there, things like that. So I really love that, and I was happy that I could find a program that does something like that. There's also another program that I did see too where you like actually go work as like an intern and stuff like that in different places, but that is another website that I didn't do because I'm like, that seems like a little extra. I want something nice and chill. So when I was going on World Packers, I was checking and hearting the ones that I wanted, and then I applied for like 5 or so, and my top one is the one I got. So I'm super excited. I was able to chat with her on the phone. I have her WhatsApp, so we messaged too, and it was my top choice. It was my top choice because one, I had a private bedroom, I only had to work 25 hours a week, and it's super close to Rome. I really wanted a place that was close to Rome so I could go visit there again. Like, I don't necessarily like need to be back at Rome because I was already there, but I definitely want to go visit it again. So what's super cool too is my first choice because I get to watch her dogs, and I'm like, that's literally what I already do here. I have a dog, all of this stuff. I'm so equipped to take care of dogs, and I do love dogs. So I'm like, this is so perfect. The lady that I'm staying with also was mentioning how there will be another girl with me at the same time, so that's super cool. She's like, she's more your age, all of this stuff, and I love that because then I won't be, you know, absolutely alone. And I plan on messaging her a little bit before I go, so then we can like chat and get to know each other, as well as like know her experience a little bit before I get there because she will be there before me. I'm also super excited because the lady I'm staying with also said that like I can go grocery shopping with her, do activities with her as well when she goes and does stuff. So I'm like, that's literally so cool because they know you're not here just to work. She's like, on your weekends you can go travel to wherever you want, etc., do all of these things that you want. So I think that's super cool that she's like so welcoming, and you know, so I think it's super cool that she's just so welcoming and letting these people come into her house, live there, take care of her dogs, do some stuff around the house, and enjoy Italy as well. So it's just like this huge cool partnership. I did want Rome. That was like also my first choice, and I did like think about, okay, maybe like somewhere in Paris or somewhere like in France in general. I was looking a little bit at other places, but I was like, no, I really want Italy. Like, I want Italy because it's my favorite place to go. And so with my plane ticket too, like, I kind of know when to look for plane tickets, especially overseas. My biggest tip with that is do not go overseas or anywhere really when it's summertime, because those tickets skyrocketed to like $1,500 at the max, I think that I saw, or around that. And I got my ticket for $750. Obviously plus tax and that, but $750 for a plane ticket to go overseas, and it's a round trip, that's pretty good. To compare that, when I went to Italy in 2020, my ticket was about $800. So I was like, I want to try to get around that, especially with things increasing and stuff this year and the past couple years. I'm like, I'm pretty happy that I got my ticket for $750. I always try to buy my tickets too early so I can pay them off before the trip even happens. And then I'm like, oh, you know, it's basically free, you know, like girl logic. And so money, let's explain how the hell I'm going to afford this, and being away for so long, all of that stuff, so many things. So I kind of was like, you know, I have money saved from the side, I have money saved from social media, things like that, and I'm more of like, okay, let's like do this and then face the consequences later. So that's kind of how that went. So luckily I do have a roommate now, so she'll be staying at my house. She is helping with rent and all of that stuff, so that has helped a lot. Anthony, my ex-boyfriend, is going to be watching our dog, so that will be really great. Luckily he loves him too, so I'm just like, you are the perfect person to do this. I wouldn't even want to like board him honestly for that long. One, because that's expensive, and two, you know, it's just different when they're not at their own home. So I'm like, this is perfect, getting everything squared away. My car will stay at my mom's house, and I will have like my mortgage, all of the bills paid before I even go, because I do have savings, things like that. And I'm super excited because I'm like, okay, only a month and 2 weeks, you know, like at least, because I always think about when I'm spending this much money, one, on a plane ticket, I'm like, I want to stay there longer versus spending, you know, $800 on a plane ticket for only going for 2 weeks. Like, I think of it, oh, $800 on a plane ticket for 6 weeks, that's perfect. That's not even that expensive, you know? And thinking of things too, what can I spend now so I can start paying off when I'm currently working before I get there and then stop working essentially. I planned a lot of this out. I kind of used a baseline too of like obviously when I went last time, I'm thinking of, okay, let me try to get my phone all situated, pay that ahead of time so I can have phone service over there, having money in general just set to the side so when I get there, I can just take that out at the ATM. And I'm excited because I do know how like the railroads, the metro system, the train, all of that stuff. And I'm gonna try to buy some of that stuff too ahead of time. So I'm super excited about that. That'll be nice that my roommate will be watching the house essentially. My ex-boyfriend will be watching the dog. He will also periodically come over and like mow, do the yard work, stuff like that, because he still does own the house. So we're getting all squared away. I also have been saving all my PTO at work, so I have almost like 80 hours, and I think by the time I go I'll have like 100 hours, so that will be something as well. I'm gonna use all of that while I'm gone, so then I still have like small paychecks coming in as well, so that'll be super nice. Like I said, I have money for my social media, all of that stuff, so I'm super excited this time around. Last time around I was making money on YouTube, but not that much. This time around I'm excited because I'm still making money off YouTube. Now I'm making money off TikTok a decent amount every month, so I'm excited that when I go over there, I'm not making nothing. Like, I'm still making money through social media, and I think that is super cool, and that's why I love social media, because it opens up a lot of doors and opportunities for me personally, and I'm super excited about that. I'm going to be posting a lot, obviously, on social media, on TikTok, about my travels, adventures, tips, just everything of that sort. I'm super excited because last time I went to in 2020, I didn't have TikTok. So, this is a whole new experience as well. So I'm super excited. I might go live a couple times. I just am so excited because I'm making like a huge list of social media content I want to get, things I want to talk about, and I'm so excited I can finally share this with you guys because I have some travel tip videos I want to do. Want to show you guys what makeup, skincare I'm bringing because it's for a month. So, I'm going to be bringing the best of the best, how I pack lightly for trips, everything like that. Because when I went for my 3 months, when I planned on going for 3 months, I packed only one suitcase, a carry-on, and then my backpack, and obviously my purse. So I was excited because I feel like I packed decently light, so that's always nice. And it was nice because there was a washer and dryer at the apartments I was living at when I was over there, and there will be a washer and dryer once again too. And that's another reason why I wanted to stay in like a private room or more like dorms, hostels, things like that, because I wanted laundry. So I know with the private room and like at someone's house they're gonna have laundry, so we love that. I actually do like that because that is very convenient, because then I can bring some outfits and just wear them again, or like kind of mix and match, so then I can wear them again instead of trying to go find a laundromat, all of that stuff, because that would be a hassle, I feel like. Also, when I go over there, I'm going to be thinking of different alternatives to make things cheaper. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be going out to eat every second of the day given. Will I be going out to eat a lot? Probably. But I know things are a little bit cheaper there, especially when you aren't going in like the high tourist areas, as well as cooking. Like, I can go buy groceries and then cook, things like that, and I'm super excited about that, and that definitely can help me save a little bit more as well. Obviously, taking the bus, not having to use my own car, gas money, things like that will save me a lot of money as well. So overall, I'm just so excited to be back. I think it hasn't truly hit me that I'm going yet. Like, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because we're about a month out, but I'm just like, this seems fake. Like, I feel like this is so fake that I'm not going, that I'm being delusional, and then once I get there, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is real once again, and it's just crazy. I'm also super excited, like I said, about the private room, but also it's about, I think, an hour from, maybe an hour and a half from Rome, and when she was calling me, she was mentioning how, okay, just to let you know, this is a smaller town and it's not as big as Rome, and I'm like, that's literally perfect because I'm super excited to experience more of a smaller town and city versus, big metropolitan area Rome. So I'm super excited about that. I think it'll be cool to see the differences, and just in general, like the fact that I can go visit Rome again and visit some other places there is super cool as well. Last time when I went to Greece, I went to Florence, and then I went to, obviously, Rome. I was in Rome. So this time around, I'm trying to think of some other places I want to go. I was planning on going to France with my one friend. I wanted to go to Venice, some other places. So I'm kind of deciding on where I could go there, because I still want to spend some weekends too in like the city I'm in, because I'm just so excited. I'll post it on here. I kind of forgot the name, so we love that. I'll figure that out once I get there. Just kidding, but that city has like a population of 3,000 people. Like, that is not that much. So I'm super excited, and it's just like a whole experience that I will kind of remember, but it definitely will have some new experiences as well. So I'm super excited about that. The thing that's really helping me and not making me as nervous, because a lot of my mom's friends at work, people in general, just have been saying like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you're going there alone. That's crazy. I'm literally 24 and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going across the sea by myself once again. So people probably thought I was crazy, but at least I had school as an excuse back then. But now I'm just like, it's literally me, you know, balls to the wall, going to Italy by myself. But I think what's really helping me and why I really wanted to go to Italy again is because I kind of know my way around. I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means, but at least I kind of remember how to, you know, buy things. I know how to get money out. I know how much money I should get out, you know, every couple times I go to the ATM. I know how to work the metro system, the trains, things like that. So I'm excited that I kind of know about that. I'm excited that I can chat with someone over there already once she's over there, as well as the person that I'm staying with. I'm excited that my job isn't stressful, that I can just watch dogs and then, you know, be off for the day and go travel around that city, things like that. And I'm just super excited for the experience, and I love doing stuff by myself. Like, I like traveling with friends, but it's just, if you travel with the wrong friends, if you travel with the wrong people, your trip and experience just isn't going to be very good. And I'm very specific of how I like to do things. I like to have the small moments of relaxation, but I also really like to go, 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 because, you know, you're spending money to get over there, and spending money as you're there. Might as well experience it while you can, because you're not going to be there all the time. That's my thoughts. I'm like, we got to go and get some stuff done. It also helps that I know that I'm not going to be living there permanently. Like, I know this is for a month and 2 weeks or so, and so I know that, okay, I'm coming back. You know, it does suck to leave my dog, it does suck to leave my mom, but it's like, it's for a month of my life, month and a half of my life, and all the other times I've been here. So I'm like, I deserve this. I want to do this. I have the money to afford this at this moment, so why not? If I lived in a parallel universe where I had no ties here, I probably 100% would go move to Italy, if I'm being completely honest. So yeah, stay tuned for all the content that will be posted soon about going there, all of those things. Follow me on TikTok to kind of see stuff probably more quicker than I do post and repost stuff on YouTube, everything like that. I'm super excited. If you have any questions, video ideas that you want me to post before I get there, when I'm there, things like that, definitely comment those down below. I have a running list, so I'm super excited, and just overall, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I just love like taking life the way that I want to take it, and being able to afford things at this young of age, and I just think that's super cool. I've always been super decent with money. I think my mom really instilled it on me. I started a job when I was young, saved literally almost all my money all the time. I would spend it obviously, but like, I would always know like, I need to save some of this, because when I have no bills, you know, might as well save it. So that's a whole story for another day, how I am decently good with money and things like that. So stay tuned for all the content that there is to come. If you have any content ideas or questions that I should make videos about, things like that, definitely comment them down below or DM me on Instagram, anything you want. And I'm super excited just for content that I'm going to be posting, because I have a running list already. You know me with my list, all of that stuff, and just super excited to share stuff before I go and while I'm there. So I hope you guys liked watching this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!